again, Guardians, and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny episode. Now, before we get started and get into this video, I wanted to first announce the winner of the 1,000 Silver giveaway of last week, or the Destiny emblem, and that goes to Sour Ghost. So congratulations. All you have to do now is DM me on Twitter and also on YouTube, reply back to my message, and all you have to do is tell me whether you want 1,000 Silver or the Destiny emblem. And if you want a Destiny emblem, let me know which emblem in particular you want from the Bungie.store. So make sure to go on there and check out the emblems that are available from the products, and I will purchase whatever product you want with the corresponding emblem. Now, to get into this video, I'm also giving away another 1,000 Silver or a Destiny emblem this week. So all you have to do is enter in by subscribing, show your support by liking the video, and then leave a comment down below in reference to Age of Triumph. Now, to get into this video, it's going to be the Destiny update 3/28/2017, and Age of Triumph was just released, and I wanted to get this video out there so everybody can have a rough understanding of the patch notes and what's going on, especially if you're in school right now, maybe in college, maybe sleeping, or maybe you're even at work. If you're out doing things and you can't play Destiny, at least you have the video to watch off of your phone or any other device that you have with you that will allow you to get a grasp of what's going on. So this is the update 2.6.0, the one about the Age of Triumph, and we're going to start off with the raids. So a raid playlist was added with the available raid in the directory. There's one raid per directory each week, and the recommended light level is 390. Alongside that, new weapons, armor ornaments, ghosts, sparrows, shaders, emblems to discover. So that also means that there's new shaders in all the raids as well. So that means that Glowhoo isn't the only shader to acquire out of the Crota's End raid, which is actually very interesting. I can't wait to see what it looks like for other shaders inside of the raids. Next up is players will receive an Age of Triumph armor ornament token for successful completion of the featured raid once per week per account. All challenge modes are enabled on the weekly featured raid, and players will receive one Age of Triumph armor ornament token for successful completion of the challenge modes once per character per challenge mode per week. So in all total, you can actually acquire 7 ornaments this week from the Crota's End raid on one account if you have 3 Guardians. So get into that Crota's End raid and enjoy yourselves. Players will receive a Knuckles of AO by completing a featured raid opening encounter once per week per account. The Knuckles of AO are a consumable that stack up to a maximum of 5 in your Guardian's inventory. You use the Knuckles of AO, then defeat a raid boss in the weekly featured playlist to receive extra rewards, which is really cool because you get to go in and play against a boss again and still get even more rewards, which that increases your grinding potential on trying to get the weapons that you really want to acquire, or maybe even an armor piece that you're missing. Next up, 3 of coins should now activate on the following bosses: the Templar, Atheon, Iriute, and Crota. Added challenge modes to the following encounters, which is Atheon, Templar, Iriute, and Crota. Fixed an issue where killing Iriute would not always end the Deathsinger encounter, and it would spawn an endless cycle of knights, and you'd have to kill the enemies inside or outside to get the counter to end. Now it just ends right when Iriute dies, and you get rewards, which is really nice. Removed a condition that prevented fire teams of less than 3 from progressing past the Gorgons in the Vault of Glass. And fixed an issue where one of the door switches in the second Vossix encounter was partially obscured by the wall and difficult to hit with a Siva charge, which was a very big problem, but now that was fixed. Crucible, the Crucible director, updated core nodes to cycle between available activities on a weekly cadence. Node 1 cycles between Control and Clash. Node 2 will cycle between Rift and Supremacy. Node 3 cycles between Elimination and Trials of Osiris on a weekend-only basis. Node 4 cycles between a Skirmish and Salvage. Node 5 cycles between Rumble and Rumble Supremacy. Weekly featured Crucible activities consolidated into a single node. Weekly featured activities included Combined Arms, Zone Control, Mayhem Clash, Mayhem Rumble, and Doubles. Those are all on a single node all by themselves. Classic playlists have been removed. Players who do not own Rise of Iron can now access the weekly featured Crucible activity, which was nice of Bungie to do. Crucible bounties. Updated Crucible daily bounties to be more exclusive, no longer requiring specific subclasses or firearms or fire teams. Added new weekly Crucible weapons bounties to the Crucible Quartermaster. Possible weapon rewards included items from the Crucible vendor, Crucible playlist, Iron Banner, and Trials of Osiris, which is a big deal. Lord Shaxx will now offer his weekly bounty for both available 6v6 modes each week, and Trials of Osiris bounties have been updated. Existing bounties will remain in your inventory and can be completed to acquire their respective rewards. New versions of the bounties will now be offered by Brother Vance, and also can be completed daily when Trials of Osiris is active. Armor and weapon rewards from bounties updated to include all non-adept Year 3 items. Quests. Crucible quests, changed from Lord Shaxx, have been removed. You can complete the current quest you are but will not acquire the next quest in the chain. So that's also a big deal. The Crucible quests are gone, and that also, I believe, was a trophy for Rise of Iron. So I'm not too sure if I'm 100% correct on this, but that I believe is a part of a trophy. So I'm wondering if the trophy is just unobtainable now. Next up, Iron Banner. Dusty Iron engrams updated to decrypt immediately upon purchase. Dusty Iron engrams now have a chance to contain Year 2 Iron Champion armor. Iron Banner match rewards updated to include Year 2 Iron Champion armor. Slightly increase the chance of Year 1 and Year 2 armor rewards from the Iron Banner matches. Support added for the Iron Banner Mayhem Clash, and some vendor items on Eververse have been their roles have been updated. So going to be some new changes to Eververse, which is exciting as well. A bunch of changes to Iron Banner, making it a lot more cost effective on actually farming for stuff. Trials of Osiris and Elimination fixed an issue where a player on the surviving team could Fireborn to cause the round to continue even when all enemies were dead, which is a problem. It's unfair. It's something really stupid. General changes are made to special weapon ammunition crates. Instantly refill your special weapon on pickup, which is really cool. So you run over to a special weapon ammunition crate, you pick up that ammo, and it reloads your magazine. Disabled join in progress from Rumble playlists if any player has at least 100 points. Removed power and vehicle options, added ammo and respawn options that vary by mode. Ammunition, default, no special, no heavy, no ammo crates. Respawns, teammates, revives instant after 3 seconds, after 5 seconds, after 10 seconds. Vehicles are now enabled on maps that support them, except in Inferno modes. Round time options adjusted for elimination to default to 90 seconds to match the playlist settings. Maps fixed an issue where players were able to leave the intended playable area on Icarus and Skyline. Patrols fixed an issue where Plagueland patrols were not dropping collection items. Grimoire card SRL Sparrow Racing can now also be earned from private matches using the Sparrow Racing game type. Players have acquired the Year 3 Kvalstov will be awarded all Grimoire cards from the Kvalstov manual pages, includes pages 1, 15, and 17 upon entering orbit. Players will now be awarded with the Year 1 Icebreaker Grimoire card upon acquiring the Year 3 Icebreaker. Players who have already acquired the Year 3 Icebreaker will receive the card upon entering orbit. Sandbox. Health regen changes reverted. Suro's Legacy perk, no backup plans, Ward of Dawn cast, Apotheosis Veil, Embrace the Void. Kept the recent changes, but increased the amount of health / shield given per kill to 36 to 56. Well, 36 to 57. Hungering Blade Transfusion cooldown was also removed. Cauterize cooldown was also removed. Red Death perk, Lifesteal, also applies to the Ram. Memory of Scory will now require a kill to start working, and that charge lasts a minute until you get another kill, or until the round ends. Sidearms will no longer allow ammo to stack through death, and instead will reset a single magazine every respawn. Added 1 round to Truth's maximum inventory and increased its reload speed to max. added more flinch to the No Land Beyond, widening its potential recoil space. It will recoil the same amount, but not necessarily in the same direction. Recovery reduction has been removed from Blink, Talent, Grid, nodes that the time player has less HUDless and has been lowered. And cannon range fall off now starts at 3 meters earlier, so that's a big problem for, say, the Hawk Moon, especially the last word. Auto rifles minimum damage done at maximum range, fall off increased by 7%. Kills with Necrochasm no longer require headshots to explode enemies. Flying enemies such as Shanks and Wizards do not explode. Increased recovery given by Astrocyte versus move to survive perk from +3 to +7. Fixed an issue where the rescue mag perk would replenish ammunition when taking self damage. Fixed an issue where changes to the shotgun perk rangefinder are intended with the hotfix 2.5.0.2 did not go into effect. Fixed an issue that where changes to the shotgun in air accuracy did not go into effect. Strikes. New Nightfall modifier. The Daybreak combines the Epic and Mayhem modifiers every 4th week, and the Nightfall Blue Flames and Radiant Light reputation bonuses on completion have returned. More aggressive idle player detection, now in line with the Crucible activity. Fixed an issue in the Nexus where the Aegis would be continuously deleted and respawned. Fixed an issue where the Shadow Thief, where players would get the joining allies message while in playable spaces during the fight with the Taniks. Increased the reputation awarded by the Gunsmith for completing weapons tests. Eris Morn now accepts Moldering Shards and Charged Antiquated Runes as donations in exchange for Crota's Bane reputation. Adjusted the price of ammo synthesis for the purchase from Eris Morn. Shiro 4 will now accept Ice and Fire tokens in exchange for 500 Vanguard reputation. The Crucible Quartermaster now sells ammo synthesis consumables in exchange for Hadium Flakes. Vanguard items sold for legendary marks have been increased to 380 light. Vendors selling level 40 legendary armor and weapons now update perks and stats weekly on the weekly reset. The included vendors is the Vendor Mentors Quartermaster, Crucible Quartermaster, Lord Shax, Dead Orbit, New Monarchy, and Future War Cult. Xur now sells 2 new exotic weapon bundles each week in addition to his regular weekly sale items. Each bundle costs 30 strange coins and 25 silver dust and contains 1 exotic weapon and 1 matching weapon ornament. 2 new emotes are available from the emotes kiosk. Please, thanks. Adjusted the rarity of certain ships available from Amanda Holiday. Silver Dust Store. Many Eververse items available during the Dawning are now available in the Silver Dust kiosk. Silver and Radiant treasures have been removed from the Silver Dust store. New Silver Dust engram items have been added to the Silver Dust store and their corresponding vendors for a cost of 5 silver dust. Items obtained from these engrams dismantled into 1 silver dust. Arena engram, Lord Shax, contain infusible crucible armor from a year 1 and year 2. Same thing for Exodus engram, except this time is Arch Jalal, which is the Dead Orbit. Warpath engram is Lankshmi 2, which is going to be Future War Cult. Unity engram is going to be Executor Hideo, which is going to be the New Monarchy. Triad engram was the Vanguard Mentors of the Ikora Ray. You get the Cade 6, and you also get Zavala. Sterling engrams is Silver Dust Store, and the Icy engram Silver Dust Store contains Chroma armor from the Treasure of the Dawning and contains Scepter armor from Years 2 Sterling Treasure. Cost is 10 silver dust. Items dismantled to 5 silver dust. Players who have previously obtained the Dawning or Desolate armor pieces may purchase these items from the Silver Dust Store. Eververse. Treasures of Ages is now available for purchase from the Eververse. The Treasure of the Ages contains existing Eververse items as well as many items to collect. Shaders, weapons, ornaments, also ships, Triumph armor set. Players can also receive 3 free Treasure of the Ages per week for their first completion of the following activities: the Heroic Strike playlist, Weekly Crucible playlist, and Weekly Story playlist. General concept changes is going to be fixed as an issue impacting some players' ability to join fire teams over local network connections. Fixed an issue preventing dropped engrams from being sent to the postmaster if the player disconnects without returning to orbit. Fixed a bug causing equipment sniper rifles to occasionally become invisible. Fixed an issue that allowed supers to stay activated longer than intended. Twilight Garrison now changes color to match the equipped shader. Skeleton keys and SIVA fragments may now appear at Postmaster to prevent an issue where these items may have been removed from the character inventory. And that, Guardians, is all for the patch notes. As you can see, Age of Triumph is a huge update, and hopefully is going to progress to the final stages of Destiny right before we move over to Destiny 2. Hopefully this keeps us busy for a while, and I hope I can keep up to date with everything as possible. But remember, I posted this video simply to read off the patch notes for everybody that is currently not at home at their computer and are currently not willing to look up the patch notes on Bungie.net. If you don't even know how to find the patch notes, this video will help you tremendously because I've read all the patch notes to you and have showed evidence on Bungie.net's account. I will also link the account and the whole entire page down in the description of this video, so go and check out that video. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and if you did, drop a like, share it with your friends, and as always, Guardians, stay violent, be privileged.
Oh, hi. VPG isn't here right now, but I guess you enjoyed the content. So over there's the logo you can click on. That will allow you to subscribe. More content up there, and behind the scenes daily content over here on the vlog channel. There you go. Enjoy.